Hey guys, I'm not even going to say welcome back to my channel because what channel really? But I decided I'm going to try to come back to YouTube. I feel like now I don't know. I don't know how to do YouTube anymore. I'm never going to lie. I don't. So I'm going to be doing a week in my life today. Starting today. I mean, today is Sunday, February 9th. I'm going to be starting a week in my life. I'm going to show you guys what my week is like. I don't think I have anything special for this week. It's just go to work, come back, and live my life. But yeah, so today's Sunday, as I said. I just finished braiding my hair down. I don't know, I've been wearing wig for a week or two now, and I'm like, you know what, I'm tired of wearing wigs, so I just decided to just do this cornrow or with extensions all the way back. And yeah, it looks okay, it looks good. Yeah, so I'm going to be taking you guys with me this week, just so you see what my life is like. And I'm just gonna go to bed. It's 10 o'clock. I need to be up by 7 o'clock and be at work by 8 o'clock. I like to wake up at 7 o'clock when when I don't have patients to attend to. So I work as a polysomnographic sleep technologist. So whenever I don't have patients, I don't have anything to do, I just go to work at 8 o'clock. Whenever I have patients, which is usually Tuesdays and some other days of the week, but usually Tuesdays, I try to get to work by like 6:30 a.m. or even earlier. So, but I don't have patients right now. No patients for next week. So, well, for this coming week. So, just hoping it stays like that because I don't I don't want to work. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'm going to be taking you guys along with me just so you guys can see what my week is like. Hey Google, time for bed.
What time should I set the alarm for?
Set an alarm for 7 o'clock.
Tomorrow at 7 a.m. Set. Good night, Anik.
Good morning, guys. So I'm so late. I said I like to wake up at 7:30. Yeah, that did 7 o'clock. Yeah, that didn't happen. I'm running late to work. Just gonna brush my teeth. I'm already dressed. I'm already ready. Yeah, I always brush my teeth last. I don't know. If you like that, let me know. Comment below. I always brush my teeth last. I do everything and then I brush my teeth. So I'm going to be brushing. Hi guys, so I'm driving to work now. Yeah, I don't know how to place my phone. It's like there's no space in the car to place my phone to stand because I'm not a vlogger and I don't have a phone. The phone holder cannot spread enough for me to film in this direction. So yeah, I'm driving to work now. I'm on my way to work. As I said, I am so late. Oh my days, it's now 7:50. The plan was to leave home at around 7:30, wake up 7 o'clock, leave home at 7:30 and get to work by 8 o'clock because my work isn't far from me. So it's a little bit far. When there's traffic, right, the traffic just makes it farther, so it just makes the journey longer, basically. Not even farther, it just makes the journey longer. Well, that's it now. Anyways, so it snowed last night, so it's just everywhere is just white. Anyways, I'm in traffic, waiting away. Time is 7:53, and right now the GPS is saying I'm going to get to work at 8:30. So yeah, I'm so late, but whatever. Okay guys, so I just got to work. Don't mind the mannequin in the back. The mannequin head. So I usually work alone most of the time, because as a team lead there is only one team lead, and my company has like different locations where they do sleep studies. I am the team lead for this location, and for this particular location, they separated the office, right? So this location is where we run the sleep studies and where we actually like carry out the sleep studies and carry out all the tests, while the other location is where the doctors are, and the doctors, the secretaries, everyone is in the other location. So most of the time I'm usually the only one here, except if there's something else going on, then I'm usually with other people, but most of the time it's usually only me here. So so I've just logged into all the into the computer I'm going to be using today. So we have like 6 computers, but I only use 2. I like to have one open for my emails. I don't reply to emails during the over the weekend because I'm off. I don't want anybody talking to me about work stuff, so I don't reply to emails. So when I come on Monday morning, is log into my work email account and see if there are any emails I need to respond to ASAP or no. Oh my god. I also do some billing from the studies that were done from over the weekend. I just bill the patient, and so I don't really have much I want to talk about right now. I just want to do a little bit of work, and then I'll check in on you guys when I am somewhat done. So no, not done. Like, I have a lot of work. Like last week we had a lab meeting, so like a team meeting, right? So it took a lot of preparation, and yeah, it took a lot of my time, so I couldn't really do a lot of things last week. So my goal today is to kind of catch up from last week, on last week's work, and also clear this chart. Oh my god, I am not looking forward to that. I hate clearing charts because it's like just so much work. Sometimes I see. What's the spelling? Yep, that is the correct spelling. Also, I need to print out the new the new schedule, because I made a few changes to it. So I got to make some change. I gotta print out the updated one so nobody's confused. Thank you very much. So this is what the schedule is looking like for February. Oh my god, these people are stressing me out. So this one is saying she can't work for 15th. And she'll work. She can't work the 15th. So she's going to work the 18th instead. Well, it's the fall. It doesn't fall within the pay period, but let me see what I can do. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Let me just do some work and then I'll come back. Hi guys, so it is now 1:17. Just trying to discuss some studies, and yeah, this is the boring part of the job. It's not actually boring. Sometimes you see interesting things, but yeah, it's easier to score when you actually have good signals and I can actually read what I'm seeing in front of me, because sometimes the signals are so bad that I'm just like, why didn't the tech fix this? It's so frustrating, but what would I do? Just score whatever I can see. Okay, guys. So it's currently 1:20 p.m. We're still here. So right now I'm just scoring some sleep studies. So with my job, I have a total number I have to score at the end of each week. Usually it's 16 records, so 16 I guess studies that I have to score by the end of the week. And yeah, so like Monday is not part of the Monday is not calculated as part of the week. Like the way it works here is from Tuesday to next Monday. So I have from Tuesday to next Monday, but like the weekend is not calculated since I don't work weekends. So what I usually like to do is try to score all my studies from Tuesday to Friday. So when I come on Monday, because like on Monday when I come on Monday, I usually like try to catch up on work from the weekend, and like sleep studies they've done. I make sure that everything's there. I assign the records to all the scorers that we have, and everybody gets their records for the week. And yeah, that's what I like to do on Mondays. And then if I have any free time, like right now, I've done most of the things I need to do, so I kind of have some time to start to score some of my studies that I'm meant to score starting tomorrow. I'm going to just start scoring them today, so I can finish ahead of time. Because the thing is, yeah, I have 16 records, but then I also have like other stuff to do, like in the lab. So like while I'm doing that, I also have to make sure I'm scoring my records and I'm getting all of them done before it's time for the patient to come for their follow up appointments with the doctor. So I have to make sure everything is done, everything is scored. The doctor has reviewed the study, reviewed my notes, reviewed the text notes, and yeah, pretty much that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I think I'm going to actually have lunch right now. I brought jollof rice to work. The good thing about working alone is, honestly, you get to bring anything. So it is even if I want to bring poundo and vegetable or whatever egusi to work, nobody will even know. Nobody will care because nobody's here with me to smell it, to smell the food, or to be affected by the smell of the food. So I can literally bring anything you want to work. Sometimes I bring Indomie to work because I don't get the chance to cook. I don't do meal prep. Plan is to try to start doing meal prep, so I'm not having to spend money or eat the same thing every day for the whole week. So just have variety and have different options. So I try to plan, but yeah, it doesn't usually work out. On Sundays, I'm just like, I just want to sleep. On Sundays, I just usually just want to like sleep. Like yesterday, now well, it wasn't the whole day because the whole day I was just like, sleeping. Oh my god. So yeah, and then I made my hair later in the day, so I didn't get the chance to do any meal prep. The plan was to go to the store, like to the grocery store, to get a few things that I can use to meal prep, but that didn't happen. And also the weather was so bad yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? Weather is bad. I'm lazy. We're just gonna cancel the plans for today. So yeah, right now I'm just here. I'm still in the lab. I'm going to be leaving at 6 o'clock because I'm working 10 hours today. Score like this study. I've been scoring the same study since morning, like since 12 or 11 o'clock. That's when I've been. So the good thing about my shift is, like, I have the whole day, right? Like, I'm not in a hurry to kind of like score 5 in a day or score 10 in a day. But this particular patient is actually, the patient is severe. There's just a lot of bad signals, and it's like just giving me headache. And also, yeah, the time to score it is longer than usual. But I don't care. I'm not in a hurry, so I'm just gonna take my time, score it, and maybe just start microwaving my lunch now, so I can be eating lunch and also scoring, multitasking. I don't know why I do this to myself. Like, I don't actually take like proper break. Sometimes I take breaks, maybe like just go for a walk, depending on how I'm feeling that day. Sometimes I'm so tired that I'm like, nah, bro, I can't do this anymore. So I usually go for a walk, but usually I'm here Monday to Friday in the lab doing nothing. Well, not doing nothing, doing my job, but like I don't take breaks. That's my point. I'm going to verify in a few minutes. Let me just Oh, also with scoring is like, yeah, scoring per page. So basically what scoring means is, so you collect a study, right? When you're collecting, you're not like saying, oh yeah, this patient is sleeping in this stage on this, because it's like, yeah, how will I explain this? So you're collecting a study per page, right? Like, so like an entire night of the study can be like 1000 pages or 800. Usually it's around 800 to 900 pages. The only time you can get up to 1000 pages of collection, called collection, is when the patient goes to bed early and wakes up late. So they go to bed early, but then they don't want to wake up early. So you get like 1000 pages of study. So which is like about 1000 is like close to 8 hours of sleep. So I have to score. So I have to score that 8 hours of sleep. So I have to score it per page. So I need to say, on this page the patient is sleeping. On this page the patient is awake. On this page the patient is dreaming. On this page there are different stages of sleep. So I have to say, okay, this page the patient is in light sleep, or this page the patient is in REM sleep, so the patient is dreaming. And then once I'm done scoring the stage of sleep that the patient is in, you now have to score the once I'm done scoring the stage of sleep the patient is in, you now have to score the respiratory event. Basically, is the patient having sleep apnea or not? And then once you score if the patient is having sleep apnea or not, while you're scoring, you also look out for any irregularities. You also look out for any arrhythmias. Arrhythmias are like heart rhythms that are abnormal heart rhythms, basically irregular heart rhythms. So you also have to look out for that while you're scoring the sleep stage. And then you score events, you score respiratory events, which are like this patient, like sleep apnea, basically sleep apnea. You score sleep apnea. And then you score leg movements in sleep. Some patients have severe leg movements, like restless legs, while they are sleeping or while they're trying to sleep. There's a terminology for it, but I don't want to go too much into details because it's unnecessary. But yeah, so I score that, and then I generate a report of everything that happened the whole night. So I'm like, yeah, so during this particular study on this date, this patient had severe sleep apnea. This patient has or had severe leg movements during sleep. This patient has like crazy leg movement. So the leg movement takes forever to score. That's the annoying thing about patients with leg movement. I'm just like, can you like not move your legs? So that's the another thing about patient with leg movement. It's like you have to like click every one you see. Obviously, there's a criteria for that too. You don't just click, anyhow. Like you also have to follow the rules for scoring that. So it's not like you're scoring everything. Oh yeah. Oh, this patient is moving, so I'm gonna call it. Hi guys. So, it's dark. Let me turn up the light. So, I'm on my way home now. Done with work. It's 6 o'clock. Oh, I'm so tired. So I'm about to start driving to the house. I'm about to start driving home, and I'm sure the traffic is going to be ridiculous. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to the traffic. Anyways, I'm gonna start driving now, and I will get back to you guys when I get home. Okay, just wanted to let you guys know that I just finished work, and yeah. Back home now. Oh my god, I am so tired. I'm not actually that tired. I'm just exaggerating actually. But I'm back to my beautiful bed. I miss this bed so much. It's like you don't know what you have until you don't have it, and then you're like, I miss it. This bed is so comfy. Anyways, so I'm going to change into my nightwear, and then I'm going to honestly I don't really do much after work because I don't do anything else when I get back from work. So I get back and I I watch YouTube videos, and then I sleep. So I get back from work, I watch some videos, and then I sleep. Sometimes I try to do, small workouts, but it doesn't always happen. Let's not lie, it does not always happen. Does not always happen. So, oh my god, you guys, I am so. Don't mind my forehead. My forehead is legit shining, but then this style is like the easiest one to make. So that's why I like to make this hairstyle, but it doesn't go well with my forehead, does it? Nope. But I don't care. Anyways, what do I want to talk about? I don't know what I want to talk about. So let me show you what I got. So like I ordered these tops from Amazon, and I'm like, oh my god, like, so it's the same as this one I'm wearing, but in like different colors. So I'm like, I bought this one first and I loved it, and I'm like, I need to buy more, like I need to order more. So I ordered a few more in different colors. So red, this is gray, and this is black. So yeah, that's going to be my new winter outfit. Hi guys, so I just packed my lunch for tomorrow. I'm going to be taking Indomie to work because I didn't plan better, so this is my punishment for work. So we have microwave at work, so I can just microwave this, make it with microwave. So I'm just gonna put in my lunch bag. So this is my bottle for coffee tomorrow, which I'll be making tomorrow morning. So I'm just gonna leave down the side, leave my fork for tomorrow. And yeah, so I am kind of done prepping for work tomorrow. So I'm not a morning person really, so I like to do most of my prep the night before, because trust me, I don't like to because I don't like to do it in the morning. So like I like to wake up at the latest time possible. So I'm just gonna leave this in the fridge. So much stuff in the fridge, there's not even space to put this. Anyways, I'll just put that right now. I don't even need to put it in the fridge actually, to be fine if I don't. To do a week in my life. It's that time of the month. Yeah, like I'm extremely tired. Like, during the time of the month, I just wake up very tired. So it's usually difficult for me to get up from bed. Yeah, I'm running late again, and honestly, I'm tired. I'm tired. I couldn't really sleep well. You would think, oh, being a sleep tech, you would understand, how you can sleep well. But honestly, I don't know, like, I give myself enough time to sleep, but then the sleep doesn't come. So I end up just turning and tossing all night. Oh my god, so I'm just gonna brush my teeth now, take a shower. So if you can hear the shower going right now, it's because I like to turn on the shower before I go in, because I want it to be warm enough for me to go in there. I'm not taking the risk. Okay, I'm not taking the risk. So I'm gonna just brush and then. Hi guys. Oh god. I'm running late again. Of course. Isn't Anika? It's Anika now. She's always late. Not always. I'm not always late. But anyways, I'm running late again. I'm already on my way. I had to I couldn't film, like I just had to finish getting ready and just get on the road. I don't like being late, because I like to leave early. So if I'm late, then I have to stay till the end of my time, right? Even though that means I'm not doing my complete hours, but I just like to balance it out. I don't like being late, and I don't like leaving early. I just like to do my work, do the time they've asked me to do, and then just leave. But see, this week is not it. And I don't want you guys to be like, oh yeah, this is what you do every week. No, This is not what I do every week. This week is just different. I usually get to work. I usually try to start to work by 8 o'clock. So I get to work by 7:40, 7:30. Most of the time. But it's just this week is not it. This week is just not it for me. Okay, I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. I'm wearing my sweater again. It's just so comfortable. Like, it's the best feeling ever. And actually, guys, this is actually a male men's sweater, but I like it, so I'm going to wear it. Like, I don't do because this is men, don't wear men's clothes, or this is women, you only have to wear women's clothes. Like, it doesn't matter. If it fits you and it looks good on you, wear it. You know, like, seriously, if it looks good on you, just wear it. I don't care. So traffic again. I'm in traffic again. As you can see, I'm stopping every second. I'm in traffic again, so at this point, whenever I get to work, I get to work. So it's saying I'll get to work at 8:16, and it's going to take me another 33 minutes drive to get to work. So yeah, and that is what the road is looking like. The weather is good today, so we thank God for that. It's not too cold and it's not like freezing. It's not warm as well, but it's just a normal weather condition. So I think it's normal for winter anyways. For winter, I think it's a reasonable weather condition. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna talk my work. Of course. I'm so tired. Oh my god. Team lead meeting. When is that? Oh my god, please don't tell me it's today, because I was not expecting to have any team lead meeting today. Oh my god. You see? This is why the first thing I do when I get to work is log into my email account, because I have my my calendar, and it shows all the have my calendar and on like the Outlook email, and it shows all my my activities for the day or for the month, really, because everything is planned ahead. Oh, so there's stupid team lead meeting. That's gonna be annoying. Anyways, it's at 1 o'clock. I'll be here. Oh my god, and I'm expecting someone at 1 o'clock. Oh my god, I don't like to have people. Oh my god, I don't usually have anyone. Oh, sorry. I don't know how people do this. Let me show you, since there's no one here, let me just show you guys around the lab. This is where we keep our chart. So these are the studies that have already been done that needs to be so this needs to be scored. So this amount of studies are studies I have to score this week. I just like to have them separate from the other ones. These ones are the ones that needs to be assigned to someone to score. So there's no one. I need to assign this to somebody to score before the follow-up date. This means all these tabs here, they just mean when the follow-up date will be. And then these are the docs. So these are already scored, and they are already assigned to the doctors for them to check it and determine whatever the patient has. We have a microwave right here. You guys can see. I'm just gonna flip the camera over so you guys can see. So we have the microwave. This is the microwave. We have the fridge, and these are just honestly just examples and stuff like that. Like here, I pinned this to the board, so it basically showing you the effects of different psychotropic and neurotropic medications on your sleep, and just different medications right here. We get a lot of patients, right? So, and a lot of the patients come with different medications, and like if you want to see the effect of the medication the person is taking on their sleep, you can figure that out from here. These are just like examples of ECG arrhythmias that we see during the study, so we are able to easily identify them. And more examples of ECG stuff, like more examples. So this is what your normal sinus rhythm should look like, right? But then when you start to see something like this, then it means, oops, there's something weird going on there. When you start to see that, it means, oh yeah, look out, there's something weird that might be going on there. And more examples. I also have more examples here. This is just like more detailed and more notes on that. Quick reference. More examples. This is basically what the study looks like when you're actually this is the system I'm using now. This is what it looks like when you're collecting, right? Great. So this is what it looks like when you're collecting. At this point during the study, the patient was grinding his or her teeth. I don't know if it's a female or a male. The patient was grinding his or her teeth during this point of the collection. So I just took a screenshot of this, and then I wrote here bruxism, so the text can easily identify bruxism when they see it during collection. So this is what that is. Everybody should know what all these things are really, but a lot of ways we have a lot of new text right now, and some patients don't know. Some texts don't know. So I just like to, when I'm scoring and I see like really good examples, I just like to like print them out and just pin them to the board, so people are able to, as a quick reference, basically. This is what the sleep requisition looks like. This is what the doctors fills out signs and tells you, oh yeah, the patient is here to test out to see if they have sleepiness, to see if they are snoring during sleep. For this particular patient, the patient was here for a CPAP titration study, so to administer the CPAP therapy. You say therapy? Yeah. And then we just have like boxes all along. The boxes are for techs that work here, so you're not really expected to like bring a lot of personal stuff to work. So this is my own box right here, Anike. I have my box beside the research binder because I deal with the research stuff, being the team lead and whatnot. And then more computers. This is the computer I'm using today. This is the printer. This location is very small, so this is like the entrance into the lab. More mannequins. These mannequins were given to us by like the CPAP people, so the CPAP mask people. So this is this is ResMed from ResMed, and this one is from Respironics. They are all CPAP companies. This is the measuring scale. The weight. Just show you an example of what the rooms look like. The tech just left everywhere like anyhow. Anyways, this is what a typical bedroom looks like. This is the system. This is where we plug in all the wires, and then the power cable gets connected. So if you don't connect this power cable, the power cable is connected right here. Right? So if you don't connect this, you don't get any signal on the computer, and you have to like redo the whole thing. So not redo the whole thing, just a little bit. This is the height scale, and this is another room which looks different from the other one I just showed you. See how the tech just left everything in here. Anyway, she usually comes early to kind of, the tech that worked last night usually comes early for her shift to kind of like prep, to set up, do the prepping and whatnot. So that's that. So right now, what I have to do, so usually I just come in, do my work, and just start my day, right? But the tech sent me a message that there's something wrong with this computer. Not the computer, but there's something wrong with the audio, right? So she had to use the baby monitor last night. So the baby monitor is kind of a backup that we used when the patient comes in. It's a backup basically. So this is the audio system, right? This is the speaker, this is the mic, this is what you talk into so the patient can hear you. But sometimes for some reason the speaker stops working, and then the tech has to, so there's nothing you can do at that point. If the tech cannot troubleshoot it and figure out what the issue is, then they just use the baby monitor, and then I come in the next day and try to figure it out, whatever the issue is. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna log in, and yeah, I'll be back. Hi guys. So I already figured it out. Honestly, I don't know what the problem is. I started the computer, and at first it didn't work, and then I restarted the computer, and then it started working. So like, I can't really figure out exactly where the problem is coming from, so I can try to fix it so it doesn't happen during the night when the texts are collecting. But I don't know, like I'm testing it out now, and it works. But then they come in the night and they're like, oh, it doesn't work, and I'm like, but it works, and I tested it, so I don't know. I'm going to, can you hear now? The speaker works. Before it wasn't working. Hello. So the way I usually test it is, because I'm the only one in the lab, usually there should be someone on the other end, so in the room, to see if you can actually hear me from here, right? Because when the patient comes, they need to hear me in the room, right? So what I do is just put my phone in the room and then come and see if I can hear so I put my phone in the room, I play a video, and then come here and see or play music or whatever, and then come here and see if I can hear the patient. So because in that instance it would be the patient that's talking, right? So come here and see if I can hear, and then I talk here. So so if I leave the door open, I can actually hear the patient from here. So what I do is just say hello. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but like you can hear me talking in the room, right? So hello. So in the night, the patient will be able to hear you talking in the room, okay? So it works, and I don't need to do anything. I don't know what Jesus Christ. So it happened one night, actually, when I was training someone. This same issue happened, and I couldn't figure it out. I tried everything, unplugged, replugged, did everything, and still it wasn't coming back. And I just had to use the baby monitor that night. So yeah, I honestly I don't know why it's this same room as well. It's not even like, oh, it's happening to other rooms. It's this particular room. I don't know why it's happening in this room. Anyways, I've tested it, it works. So we Gucci. Now I can scan my document. So I already have it in the printer ready to be scanned. I'm just going to scan them. So I like to take my coffee. I make coffee from home because it's easier and it saves money, because if not I would have to buy coffee from Tim Hortons, and that's like $2 every day. And your girl is trying to save, okay? She's trying to save. Yo guys, my voice is horrible, okay? And I'm gonna pretend like I can sing. I cannot sing. I like the fact that I work alone. Honestly, I see it as a blessing really, because I don't, like, when I come in, I don't have to immediately start to interact with people. Like, I get enough time to kind of get my mind in order, and kind of like think. Not necessarily think, but like just have the space to myself first and prepare my mind for the day before I start to interact with people and talk to people. I don't get that opportunity when I have patients. I just have to just start working immediately and start interacting with people on days I have patients. But thankfully, I don't have patients this week, and it's just perfect because it falls in the week where I'm on my period, and I don't feel like interacting with people, honestly. So I'm just happy. I'm just happy. Just happy. I am happy. You guys can wait while I do billing. Oh, I have to do billing. Because payroll is due this Friday. What I do is just have it ready before Friday, because I have to also contact all all my scorers to send me their timesheet. So it's their timesheet I'm going to use to enter their details and the studies they've scored for me. So when I say scorers, they are like remote scorers, so they don't actually work from this location. Some people work from home, some people work from another location, but then they are able to score studies from different location if they know how to use the system, because different location uses different system. So for my particular location and for the Milton location, we use Alice G3 is what we use to collect the studies. So you know, it's easier. Alice, I feel like, well, I was trained on Alice and Grass. The Grass system is old and requires a lot of work, but this one, just like for the Grass, it requires you to actually pay attention and, like, you know, work. But this one, it's like it prompts you to work, right? So every, like, during collection at night, every 30 minutes, there's a pop-up that comes up that you have to fill out about what you're seeing, what's going on during the night, and it's just like every 30 minutes. So this is stage 1 sleep. Stage 1 sleep is beta, is it beta waves or theta? Beta waves in stage 1 sleep. And then this is still the same page, and then at the end of the page you see a K complex, right? This looks like spindles, but they're not spindles. Then you see a K complex, right? But then majority of the page is stage 1, and then you see a K complex. So what I would do here, I already scored a 1, N1 is stage 1. Here I'll score a 1, and then the next page, I did not see an arousal, I'll keep scoring this page as stage 2. That is what that is, okay? Yeah. So I wanted to show you guys what the sleep apnea looks like. Here I call this a hypopnea. Here I call this an obstructive apnea. So an obstructive apnea is where so for the hypopnea, you're breathing, so you stop breathing through your nose, but there's still some breath coming in, so you're still trying to breathe through your mouth, right? That's the hypopnea. But then, so this is the mouth breathing, it's flat, and the nose is also flat. So here the signal is not the best, but you know, we do what you have to do with what you have. But I'm just gonna shorten it because it has to match with this. This is the effort. So like your breathing effort is this signal down here. This is your nasal pressure. So the breathing through your nose. This is your oral pressure, breathing through your mouth. Here you see there's movement, so you're still breathing through your mouth, but then you're not breathing through your nose. That's why this is a hypopnea. This is a obstructive apnea, because you're not breathing through your nose, you're not breathing through your mouth. And there's also one called central apnea, where there's no breathing through the mouth, through the nose, and there's no effort. So everything is just flat. I'm starting to feel sleepy, but I can't drink coffee because it's now 4:15. If I drink coffee, I won't be able to sleep. And I said I was gonna check back in at home when I get home, but like I'm talking to you guys just to wake myself up. I'm tired. Anyways, so how are you guys doing? I just you guys, this is where I like to score ahead of time. I'm a very, I won't say I'm a slow scorer, but the fact that I have to like multitask and do a lot of things at once, I end up only scoring like 1 or 2 or 3 studies a day. Yesterday I was actually able to score 5 studies. 5 or 6? I was able to score 5 studies. I was able to score 5 studies yesterday. Jeez, doctors are sports. They are sport. I can't wait to be a doctor. I can't wait. Doctors in this place are sports. I'm just here like, do your job. No, but honestly, the team lead we had before, I was always like, the fuck, what did you even do? Like we come to the lab, you know, as my techs, we come in the night, right? Well, then you come in the night and then you see that, oh, geez, this person did not spell this name properly. You see, this is what I have to deal with. Like I'm going through this through my list, and I saw that somebody misspelled a patient's name. So now I have to fix it, because if I don't fix it, it will be hard to find this patient, because when you are searching for the name, you are going to be entering one name, but in reality, the tech made a mistake and entered the wrong name. Right, look at this. So this is the normal heart rhythm, right? So this is your P wave. So this small one here is the P wave. This is the QRS. This is the T. No, yeah, the T wave, and then P wave again, QRS. But now look at this. See the distance between this, and now look at the distance between this. Right? You see there? This is a sinus pause, because this from here, from this point to this point is 2 second pause. 2 second pause, 2 second pause, 2 second pause, 2 second pause. When a patient has bradycardia, which is a low heart rate, you tend to see something like this, right? But then it is consistent. It is not like it's not like where it's normal, and then all of a sudden it is consistent. It is consistently long, right? Stuff like that. So yeah, the tech should have pointed this out and told me to check the study, but nobody said anything to me. And I'm here like saying, oh, let me even score one more study today, and I'm seeing this. So I wouldn't even have known if I hadn't scored this.
I could be wrapped around your arms instead of being lonely. We could be gazing at the stars, but now it feels just like I wandered off into a room and closed the door behind me. I never gave the key to you, even though I